BuzzFeed, a name that's synonymous with filthy asshole. They've been coming under fire recently for stealing a few video ideas from a popular YouTuber named Jacqueline Glynn. And since many of you know internet drama, YouTube drama in particular has become my soap opera, I was very well aware of this drama and I got very deep into it. I enjoy jerking myself off while reading about the newest drama stories. However, I made the mistake in assuming this was an isolated incident, some drama that just served for my own entertainment, kind of like some WWE shit for a petty YouTube drama. I was wrong. It seems BuzzFeed has stolen a video idea from me. I never thought anyone would be able to replicate the high IQ content I produce, but it seems they tried their best and they took my baby and they shook it until it's shit and they created an abhorrent abomination based on a beautiful video idea that I made and produced. And I know BuzzFeed is familiar with the video I made because it was #1 on YouTube trending in my dreams earlier last week when I made it. The video is eating Reptar bars with a celebrity guest. I'm not going to spoil who the celebrity guest is. I recommend you check it out for yourself since it's clearly the superior video in the eating Reptar bar fetish community. And then today, BuzzFeed posted something called, "We tried Reptar bars." That's interesting. The timing, it just doesn't make sense. Is this a coincidence? I don't think so. I clearly put the flag down in the eating Reptar bars community. I was the pioneer. I created this idea. And BuzzFeed hijacked it. Let's go ahead and watch this together and point out some similarities between the two. Now this intro graphic is really the only big difference between their video and mine, excluding of course their higher production value, their 6 people versus just me shoveling chocolate into my fucking mouth, the bad acting from their bad actors, and their outrageous jump cuts in their video. Otherwise, it's fundamentally the same thing except mine is clearly better. I prefer not to use flashy intro cards like BuzzFeed does because, I don't know how many of you keep up with history at all, but there was a war called World War II where Hitler was using some flashy intro cards to convince the youth that what they were fighting for was the right thing. So during his propaganda, he was using very similar intro cards to BuzzFeed, and I just don't want anything that I do associated with what Hitler did, but that's just a personal preference.
We are bringing our childhood dreams to life today. We are trying the Reptar bars!
This was the favorite candy of the Rugrats children.
It is the candy of my youth that I wanted more than anything else.
Holt, I am Reptar. Holt, I am Reptar. Holt, I am Reptar.
Rugrats?
Oh.
It was so good.
Classic.
Don't worry, I'll save you from hearing more of that bad acting, but that's fundamentally what this is. In a nutshell, they have a discount Ryan Reynolds with his friend in a Tommy Bahama shirt. They try Reptar bar, the 2 girls doing embarrassing things try Reptar bar, and these 2 try Reptar bar, and then at the end they try and give it this really grandiose message that makes no sense, just very pretentious, how chocolate and nostalgia connects the world or some stupid shit. And really this whole thing is just not very entertaining. There's not a whole lot of value here. And the similarity between this and my video is I also try Reptar bar. In fact, I try the same Reptar bar, and I tried it first. So they took my Reptar bars that I overpaid for and they used it in their own video. They should change the title of this video to, "We tried to copy Charlie's genius eating Reptar with celebrity guest video idea and we couldn't do it very well, but we're still making a lot of money off it anyway."
It's real.
Wow, it doesn't really turn your tongue green. It says it does.
It says it turns your tongue
It
green.
has instructions. Tear open.
Step 2, chomp.
And step 3 is roar like Reptar.
Oh, my God. She's beautiful.
What the fuck is that surprised reaction for? Did you not expect there to be chocolate under that wrapper? I don't understand at all. Did you expect there to be a car under it? This is such a stupid fucking reaction. This is the type of performance parents would put on in front of their toddler in order to make them eat their vegetables to make it seem more appealing. BuzzFeed clearly thinks their audience is the stupidest group of kids that needs perpetual jingling keys in front of their faces and constant loud noises to hold their attention. And they're not wrong, that is their audience, but the fact they're using my idea in that style makes me want to vomit out of my asshole. I'm the only one allowed to eat Reptar bars on camera.
Oh!
It was good.
It's really good.
I was expecting it to be sweet, but that is somehow sweeter than what candy already is.
Need a moment?
It's a little green. It's not as green as I want it to be. Tastes like chocolate.
It tastes like chocolate.
Well, no shit. That statement about sums up the whole video. It's just a waste of time. They eat a chocolate bar and the best thing they can say is it tastes like chocolate. I don't really see how it's entertaining and I don't see the value in it. Let's compare this reaction to my well thought out and thorough analysis of the chocolate bar where I treat it like I'm a goddamn wine sommelier tasting this fucking chocolate bar. I paint a picture. I make you taste the chocolate bar with my words. I get down into the chocolate bar on a molecular level. Now on my first bite I was able to pretty much discern where the chocolate came from. The smell was a dead giveaway that it was of the Italian origin, and with the first bite I was able to get a strong hint of wood. I think the barrel the chocolate was aged in was perhaps opened while listening to Mozart's Symphony 40, and it all just kind of came together. It wasn't bad, it was quite delectable, it was palatable, and during the fermentation I think all the elements just kind of cohesively worked together and formed this symbiotic relationship that eventually led to this chocolate bar. Really, the covalent bonds formed here are extremely strong. You would have your work cut out for you if you were trying to sever these bonds with anything shy of a carbon-cutting photon emitter. And that's only a small snippet of the full analysis. So go ahead and compare that to the "it tastes like chocolate." Laughable in comparison, isn't it? But I can't really be mad at BuzzFeed here the same way you can't be mad at a dumpster for smelling like shit. It's just what BuzzFeed does. But it's the fact they blatantly stole this idea from me that I think has tarnished their reputation here.
Nostalgia's so real.
Yeah.
Like, no matter who you are, we've only met a couple months ago. Completely different childhoods, different parts of the world. But we love the Rugrats.
And it's stuff like this, like no matter what's going on in the world, stuff like this can bring people together.
What are the odds? You both liked an extremely popular cartoon from the 90s, and no, things like this can't bring anyone together. It's a fucking chocolate bar. Pepsi tried that angle you're talking about in their infamous commercial not too long ago. It didn't work.
I'm glad we got to have this. It's something I definitely dreamed about wanting all the time when I was a kid. And even though eating it now, like, it's just candy.
This is more about the idea of like dreaming about something as a kid, and then in whatever form that takes, it becomes real. There's like a little bit of magic to it.
There's no magic to it. It's a fucking chocolate bar.
It's a little magical.
Halt! I am Reptar. Halt!
I think I've made my case. I actually heard about this from a lot of messages telling me they think BuzzFeed might have stolen my video. Even the comments section on this video itself, people have sniffed out the similarities. The resemblance uncanny, the timing suspicious. I think what happened is someone at BuzzFeed HQ, perhaps Kelsey, is a subscriber of mine, and she liked my video so much she said to BuzzFeed, "Hey guys, look, I think we can do this and make it worse." And they did. And I'm not mad, in fact I'm even flattered. However, I think it's time I negotiate 30% equity in all of BuzzFeed. It seems only fair. However, I would be up to haggle down to 25%, but that's really pushing it. I'm not known on Shark Tank for my leniency, so you'd have a really hard time getting me down to 25%. But yeah, I expect you, BuzzFeed, to address this issue and grant me 25 to 30% stake in your company. I'll be waiting. See ya.